Autumn in Connecticut. Leaves are turning colors and will soon fall. But for South Florida, it's a time for flowers to bloom. The Bulls visited UCONN with a renewed focus. It's easy to be upbeat when things are going well, but they were coming off their first loss of the season. There are too many leaders on this team and this coaching staff to allow any sort of hangover. And it started with defense. A defense that seemed determined to make it happen immediately, with a pass rush that would dominate the first quarter with 3 sacks.
And trying to escape, but he cannot get away from the grip of number 60, Bruce Hector. Our first look at Dearness Johnson, number 2, the tailback, breaking through into UConn territory. And look at this, he got out of an absolute phone booth, and he's still going, and he finally hops himself out of the sidelines. Flowers again, design run. Oh, he's so quick!
Flowers was originally ruled in, but the call was overturned, but just for one play, as Dearness Johnson would score on the next snap and give the Bulls a lead. They would enjoy the rest of the game. South Florida has been a strong American Athletic Conference team for several years. Coming into this one, they had won 17 of their last 21 conference games, including 4 straight on the road. And they knew the Huskies were not a team to play around with. USF would continue those streaks, spearheaded by their Bulls rush.
What a jump! Coming off the edge, Mike Love had. That was amazing. Sheriff's in trouble. Sanchez is chasing him, and he got tripped up before Sanchez could get him. Number 94, Kirk Livingstone, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, able to make the sack. That's the 3rd one already for the Bulls. Sheriff hit as he throws. That's going to be incomplete. Almost a 4th sack in this quarter. Whoever USF plugs in on that defensive line is getting through.
They're very deep, and they're very good and athletic up front. And really, that's the heart and soul of this team, that front 7.
Being chased by Fatukasi. Flowers going to cut back, and he's got a ton of green in front of him. 35, and he'll slide safely at the 40-yard line.
A true multi-threat quarterback, Quentin Flowers, can beat you with his arm, legs, or brain.
Valdez-Scantling with the catch, plays off the block beautifully. Down the sideline he goes into Connecticut territory before he's pushed out by Tyler Coyle. Fake to Johnson, quick throw again. This time it's McCants, and he is so strong, breaking through it down the sideline. He goes, and 3 big plays has put USF in the red zone.
No surprise here, this stable of thoroughbreds has been producing points and smiles all season.
Flowers, pop pass, touchdown. Wide open, the tight end, Mitchell Wilcox.
The Bulls up 2 scores as Wilcox takes the touchdown pass from Flowers.
Flowers was on his way to producing over 500 yards of total offense, breaking a school record he already had. His combination of talent and experience to go along with a full arsenal of weapons would be impossible for UConn to stop.
Dump it off here, nice catch, and oh, big hit at the 15. The hit made by Ronnie Hoggins on the receiver Beal.
The bruising South Florida defense made things difficult for UConn, but the Huskies did put together a second quarter scoring drive. They had to convert 2 third downs and a 4th down to complete a 58-yard drive that still took 12 plays, but it was 14-7. But this team meets problems head-on, whether trying to rebound from their first loss or answer an opponent's first score.
That's McCants. And out of the 40. McCants got some room. Plays off the block and down the sideline he goes. 35-30, and he's going to be clipped out of bounds finally around the 25-yard line by Beavers.
That hookup was the key play in restoring a 2-score lead as it helped set up Emilio Nadelman for a 38-yarder.
Good job on the hold by Hernandez, and that ball got there.
The balanced Bulls entered this game ranked in the top 25 in the country on both offense and defense, the two working together and depending on each other all season.
And the interception made at the 11-yard line with 41 seconds remaining. The catch was made by Dietrich Nichols, the nickelback, oddly enough, the senior out of Miami.
Nichols' pick was the 17th for South Florida, the most interceptions of any college team in the country, and it protected the 10-point lead heading into halftime. the Bulls were halfway to their goal of refocusing on going 1-0 each week. After another Nadelman field goal to start the second half, the defense came up big again, stopping UConn on 4th down. Devin Abraham and Augie Sanchez keeping Kevin Mensah to no gain.
Chains are out. They are short. The Bulls will take over on downs just outside of their 23-yard line.
The stop sparked the offense to a 76-yard touchdown drive.
Flowers again. He's got a lot of room if he wants to run. He'll go to the end zone. Beautifully done. That's a touchdown for USF.
Dearness Johnson's touchdown catch also set a USF record for career receptions by a running back. The defense made sure it didn't get any closer, but the best was yet to come. On a day that Flowers broke the school record with 516 yards of offense, the most electric play tied the school record for the longest TD pass.
Can they catch him? No, they cannot!
95 yards for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and it was 34-7 heading into the final quarter.
This becomes the 100th touchdown that Quentin Flowers is responsible for in his career.
The Bulls had responded in so many ways, not just bouncing back from a loss, but coming back in style with record-setting performances across the board, including a career-high 51-yard field goal for Emilio Nadelman. He and Quentin Flowers would be named Conference Special Teams and Offensive Players of the Week. It was a good win heading into a week off to heal up for the work ahead in the drive for a conference title.
Appreciate you.